Well, hello, REMAX campers out there. Welcome to week 5 of Camp REMAX 2017. My name is Michelle Hoyt, and I'm a training specialist with REMAX Integra, specifically in the Midwestern United States. I really hope that you've been enjoying and applying what you've learned so far from all of us camp counselors. Once again, we are excited, very excited, to welcome from over 40 countries all of you this morning. It's really amazing to see Global REMAX come together and share this experience with us, so we appreciate it. Today's session is being recorded and will be just under 30 minutes running time. I cannot believe how fast this year seems to be going by. It's August already, and we're moving down the list here with our topics. For those of you that missed the past 4 weeks of our sessions, they were recorded and they were posted on both the Camp REMAX Facebook page and on YouTube. And now, this week, we are looking out at the stars, and it's all about technology and apps for your business. To cover every aspect of technology and real estate in our limited time today would be an epic task. So we're going to break this down for you in a very simple way in some of the major categories of how you operate on a daily basis. We're going to take a look at how you can use technology you already have to be proficient in receiving, responding, and nurturing your leads. Then we're going to explore some of the latest approaches and apps that keep you and your clients on track and focused on the right tasks. And we can't talk about technology without a small dose of social media, and yes, the part of your business that you have to go to, video. We will dive into also a few tech tips and apps that will help you with some of the most common but necessary items on your daily to-do list. Before we go into specific applications and systems, I would like you to pause for a moment to assess what technology you already have. What do you have access to? What do you already have? And what is it doing or not doing for you? I know some of you are viewing this session in groups right now, so I want you to all look at each other and ask this question. How many of you have gone to the R4 convention in Vegas or other real estate conferences and bought cool new systems that you were wowed by and then got home and never used them? I bet a lot of you are saying, yes, that's me. So in that spirit, sit down and make a list of everything you're currently paying for. Then make a list next to it of what you truly took the time to set up and use. I think you'll be surprised. Technology, especially the type that you pay for, should be a solution for issues that you have with productivity or efficiency, but most importantly, it should help increase your commission dollars. For this audience, with so many of you in countries outside of the US and Canada, I'm going to keep our focus on mostly free tech tools and those that are available on a global scale. We could spend a whole day reviewing all the apps and systems that are lead focused, but we're going to keep it simple, like I said. Lead management means database software or tools for conversion generation, and then follow-up is both long and short-term. There are so many things you already have in front of you that can be used as a solution, like what we talked about a few minutes ago. And there's no better place to look than Google Apps and Gmail. There are dozens of CRM systems out there for real estate, but sometimes you have to stay close to home. If you're already a Gmail user, you need to really consider using Gmail as a CRM, client relationship management. So what does that mean? This means you have an incredible amount of features to take advantage of. Setting up contact groups is the start of it. This is referenced as creating a label in which you start creating your specific groups and categories of your database. It can be easily done right inside of Gmail. Name your groups very specifically and not just past clients and past buyers. Start getting hyper specific with names like leads that never responded or leads without phone numbers. The reason they're called labels is so that you could have contacts in multiple groups so they can be part of targeted messaging at various times. I would caution all of you, however, not to send mass emails frequently and be aware of the anti-spam laws in your area. These groups should be used for your own custom and personal, let me emphasize that, personal communications. Okay, for those of you out there that are still hanging on to an old AOL or Hotmail email address or even Yahoo, sorry, you may want to make this year the year you make the switch to Gmail. If you're using an Android, guess what? You already have Gmail. If you use Google Chrome, you already have it. If you're using YouTube and you've ever signed in, posted any videos, guess what? You have a Gmail. So there is a feature on Gmail that will help you bring all of your contacts over from anywhere, as you can see highlighted in red. Export your contacts into a CSV file and then go into this area of Gmail and click to upload your list. It's really that simple. One of the best things about Google Chrome and Gmail is the ability to add so many amazing extensions to help you manage and track. Boomerang is a popular extension that will give you read receipts, help you create and schedule emails, which is very helpful when you actually get a vacation. And most importantly, you can set up an alert that will tell you if a client has not responded to your email in a certain number of days or even hours. Think about how much of your time on a daily basis is spent wondering if your emails are received, if they're being read, and if that person will actually respond. Boomerang is free and it can be added to your Chrome and your Gmail today. A newer but very cool extension is called Soapbox. Soapbox is a split screen recording feature that will allow you to narrate what is happening on the screen to whoever is the recipient of your email. You can use this to explain a market report or maybe walk them through a property search. It's going to capture your screen while you speak to your clients, and this is exactly how the video appears when played with you in view, and it's also you speaking. You can even make references to what's going on the screen as well. When you create a Soapbox video, again, it captures your full screen unless you choose a smaller region, but you might forget. And if you do, I would caution you to be mindful of how cluttered your desktop can look. You also have sensitive and confidential information of your clients open at times. So again, please take a look at what tabs are open. I would recommend just closing everything you possibly can. Get rid of the download toolbar. I mind showing on here, but just some recommendations. And by the way, Soapbox offers really good support, and there's a lot of YouTube videos on how to use it, but I tried it out and it's actually a lot of fun. One of the most popular systems out there is BombBomb Video Email. Not only can you send video messages of yourself, but they provide REMAX specific content to us as well. Now this is a paid product, so please contact BombBomb for pricing and mention you're with REMAX to get preferred pricing. BombBomb also provides a very robust extension for Gmail. So you'll notice in this video, there's built into your email, you can quickly compose a video and notice the countdown. And by the way, practice smiling and talking at the same time. I've been trying to do that the whole time with you, but you can't see me. So remember to always smile, because that thumbnail in BombBomb will sneak up and get you and catch you when you're not smiling. So you'll see here in just a second, it's going to embed into the email, and it's really quick. And the best part is you'll see, or the client will see, how long the video actually is. Now, I think most people would play a 14-second video, so my recommendation is keep it very short. Under 30 seconds is best. The BombBomb extension will also track your emails for you, all of them actually, not just the ones you send with video. So send these quick messages this way. Will make you look like a star. Speaking of stars, you'll look like a celebrity and a star to your clients. Lead nurturing is very difficult when you can't get a response. It really is. You have to think more creatively when it comes to reaching your leads or contacts. Why not use LinkedIn invitation as a touch point with your leads? We did talk about this in week 2 of camp on how you need to make multiple attempts to reach a lead, and it usually averages about 6 or 7 tries to reach them. You shouldn't call them 7 times or email them 7 times. This is another route. Think about your dead or dormant leads in your database. How do you revive them? You try a different way to make contact. They may not ever check the email address that they used 2 years ago to sign up on your website, or even the same one they did last week. But what email do they check the most often? That would be their work email. That's what I do. My personal Gmail suffers and it sits for a week at a time because I'm only on my work email. And which email do most have associated with their LinkedIn account? Their work email, because it's a business networking site. So make it part of your touch points to send the invitation out in one of the first few attempts. Another way to develop relationships with your clients and contacts is through the Reportive extension through Chrome. It automatically scans your contacts, and when you open an email chain with that contact, it shows information about them like occupation, social connections, and common connections. So Reportive is really a good way to come up with some icebreakers on their conversations and find things in common. While it might seem a bit strange, maybe even almost an invasion of privacy that this app has access to so much information, please keep in mind, if you Google anyone and clients do this to you, that your social profiles are out there and they're public and they can be found. So I do recommend you use this information wisely and discreetly and maybe not mention it to them, but it's also a way for you to get a good snapshot of who it is that you're actually working with. Google Maps can do so much more than give you directions. Did you know that you can upload a CSV file of addresses to it and create your own map for a client? For a buyer's tour, this could be really impressive and a great way to show your clients that you're relevant and you're tech savvy. Let's take a look at how easy this is. And yes, I said easy. Some of you are probably thinking, there's no way I could do this. This looks very complicated. You'll see here to the left that there's plotted out are the addresses of the properties for the buyer's tour, and then the actual directions, which takes it another step further. You can see in this demonstration that you have the tools already built into Google Maps. So you basically just go in and you're going to go to your places. You're going to open up maps from there, which what you're going to do next is you're going to create your own map, and you can do many, many different maps and build them right into your own Google Maps app. And what you can do is now you're going to open it up and you're going to name it. And I do recommend for your own ease to name them after your client or their last name. And perhaps the date of the buyer's tour might be even more helpful. So it'll help you keep track of everything. So once you do that, you can also go in after this and then date it, as I mentioned. You can also go in here and just quickly name the extra layer that's in there. You could just say showings. So you know that those are the properties that you actually showed that day. Now the best part is you can take it a step further now and you can import by putting all those addresses into a Google Sheet or a CSV file. So you go into your folders and you find the buyer tour and you have everything filled out completely. And now you're going to check off the fields, which hopefully you've set up correctly on your sheet, for the address, city, state, and zip. And then you're going to use address as sort of the main point. So watch what happens. It happens really quickly. See how quickly it plotted those pins on the map? That's really cool. And now the client actually will get to see it because we're going to click on share. And what we're going to do is we're going to enter their email address. And the way the client will see it is next, inside of the email, right here, this is what it's going to look like. And they'll open it up and they're going to see the exact same thing that you just did. Now again, you can take it a step further and on the bottom part where it says base map, you can start adding directions so the client knows exactly which properties you're going to go to and in what order. Not only can you use this feature for buyer's tour, but you can take your database and upload it to determine where you're getting your business from, maybe something to do at the end of the year. And then you can start maybe farming that area for more opportunities because that seems to be a trend. Now this is a repeat slide from 3 weeks ago, lead generation. I felt it was worth mentioning again as a reminder and for the benefit of those that missed week 2. When it comes to the tech you already have available, there is nothing better than Skype or FaceTime to truly stay in touch. But the question is, do your leads and clients know that you're available to communicate that way? Not if you aren't making it known they don't. So include the FaceTime and Skype logo on your email signature and marketing collateral so it's obvious. Call it out in your email responses like in this example. Your leads will appreciate the question and they'll also like the fact that they know they have extra options and ways to reach you. In this time of fast-moving inventory, I know many of you have shown and sold properties via FaceTime or Skype when clients can't be there to see it. Most of you, and I would include myself in this, are not using our smartphones to their fullest capabilities. Also, as a review from week 2, I have to ask, do you have yourself in your own phone as a full contact? It's really a way to provide your e-business card no matter where you are. You meet people on airplanes and at golf outings, and you always have your phone with you, but have you ever forgotten your business cards? I'm sure you have. More importantly, when it comes to lead response, you have to make it easy for others to contact you. So what you do is you send a text and as a first response, and you also attach your card. This will save and store on both iPhone and Android and vice versa. Be sure to fill out all of your contact information, and now you can include your headshot. So from here on out, your standard statement when you meet someone and have a real estate conversation is, I will text you my contact information and then we can talk next week. You're going to get their number and then you're going to be all set. Some things to think about if you start researching productivity apps, and there's quite a few out there, just like what we talked about at the start. The point is to increase productivity, which means helping you stay focused on income-producing tasks and not on busy work. Any app that claims to help in these areas should do both of these things listed here. It should free up some time for you to do more prospecting or networking, and it should also help you become more efficient and work smarter. So back to Google Apps again. This is a very productive task here. Here is where really knowing your client is important. Understand that the people you work with, a lot of them have what we in real estate would call regular jobs, quote unquote, 9-to-5 jobs, most often in a corporate environment. On a daily basis, they're inundated by their coworkers and their bosses with calendar meeting invitations. But that isn't a bad thing. That's what they're used to, and they count on it to keep them on schedule. That's why you really should be setting up setting up formal calendar invites on Google Calendar to invite your clients to listing appointments and buyer's tours and even their own closing. Include a reminder. They're used to that, remember, in a lot of cases, and then invite them. It doesn't matter if they're a Gmail user or not, although the interface works better if they are. When you make the appointment on the phone, say to them, okay, I will see you on Thursday at 5 o'clock. I'm going to send you a calendar invitation for you to accept and add to your own schedule. You set the expectations and then you do it. It's going to make you look professional and help them plan their week better too, and they'll get that notification. If you aren't using Google Drive, you are missing out on one of the best tools for your own and your client's productivity. You can set up folders for each client with only their permission to view it and tell them that. But that is a place where you can add important docs. You can add listing sheets. The best part is changes you make to every document and the sheets in there are all real time. You don't have to keep resaving it and resending it. It all happens live and inside of the folder. You do get 15 gigabytes, which is a massive size, and that will really take a lot of high resolution listing photos and videos to reach that number. But when you do reach that number, and that will be a major feat, that would actually be really quite an accomplishment, then you can pay to upgrade. By the way, download the app on all your mobile devices because then you're going to have access to all your client folders. You'll have access to photos. Anything that you've uploaded here, you can utilize straight from the app. One of the best and free expense tracking apps is Expensify. There is a robust desktop version of this too. This works really well for real estate professionals as it has all you need and your accountant will be so happy. You can take photos and upload your receipts. Think of all the client lunches, Starbucks, and dinners that you've been at and lost the receipts. I'm sure it's happened. So take pictures of them before you lose the receipts. You can do it straight in your car if you want to. You can add your mileage in and any other applicable expenses. If you're still doing all of this manually on a spreadsheet, stop immediately, get this app or a similar one out there, because there's a lot of them. You can export all of your expenses to a CSV file and send to your accountant at the end of each year or each quarter. Now, switching over to more fun apps and tools now, I'm really excited to talk about Pick, Post, Play. It will take a group of your photos and or video and create a dynamic and impactful collage and sort of a moving slideshow as you're going to see on this video. So I took some pictures in downtown Chicago last weekend, and this is what I was able to create with it. And it literally took me about 3 minutes to do it. You can pick from a few different transition types, add sound or music, You can share directly to social media from the app, and that's exactly what I did. It's going to attract the attention really well of your followers and really keep you top of mind. And again, that's Pick, Play, Post. Download it today. You'll have a lot of fun with it. I really wish we had time to talk about video and everything that goes with it, but the hottest thing out there right now in video accessories is the stabilizer, sort of the secret that we're all looking for to create very smooth videos. Many available out there have apps that go with it, with the stabilizer accessories, and you download it and you use them together. So it works out really well. Imagine now that you can really take better high quality videos of your listings or at an open house. And I will say that when you do video, you really need to make the investment in the equipment and do it well or don't do it at all, because it's kind of an all or none now. It's a lot of people got away with just basic video over the years, the last couple of years, but now if you're not doing it good, then it's going to really look bad. So really work on it, make some investments, ask for help. There's all kinds of ways to go about it. So it's an investment in your marketing efforts. It's wisely spent. The stabilizers are typically in the average about 200 and go up from there for the really good ones. This Smove or Smooth, it's meant to be for smooth moving. That's an app that I downloaded, and I've been sort of playing around with it, and I think you'll really like it. Have you heard of the Facebook group REMAX Play? If you haven't, then you really need to get on there and you need to join the group today. When it comes to video and best practices, this is the place to be. It's only available and open to REMAX brokers and agents, so be sure to have the proper branding and your work info filled out on your profile, or you will not get accepted into the group. So let the group leaders know you're with REMAX. Be proud of that. It's a worldwide network of sharing and supporting one another on all things video and real estate. The leaders of the group, Michael Thorne, Jesse Peters, and others like Jeremy Blanton, are video celebrities in the REMAX world. They've created a safe environment for first-timers to seasoned video users to post, to get feedback, and to share and be very supportive of one another. Let's talk about the role that technology plays in your listing presentations. It's really important that you stand out over other agents that they're interviewing. This is where having the latest in tech and tools can really leave a memory point with them. One of the best apps out there to project your mobile devices on a laptop is Reflector. And actually for the newer iOS on iPhone, it's Reflector 2. So make sure that you are downloading Reflector 2. This is actually a desktop installation. You have to install it, and it's around $15 per PC or Mac. You can also record on it, like shown in this video, and demonstrate an app to your client, or really any kind of a process, or show them a market report, but this is done straight on my mobile device, on my iPhone. That's how that video was made. And I don't know if you have heard, but there's a lot of hype surrounding the brand new Moto smartphone and this very cool little mini projector attachment. There's a lot of commercials out there now. It's just coming out, and it could be a good solution for presenting if you're an Android user, although you do have to get the new phone to go with it. And I think it's going to be really interesting how Apple responds. So this is just new. There's not a lot of information or reviews as of yet. You can also try one of these mini projectors and just use this on the go. All you need is a blank wall to project on. Most of these can fit in a laptop bag with the actual laptop in it. That's how small they are. So check these out. As you can see, a lot of them are on Amazon. If you're in another country and don't have access to Amazon, you can find these, I'm sure, at any electronics store or website. One of my personal favorite apps is Waze, a relatively new GPS app, and I mean within the last 5 years, it's really come on strong. I will add a disclaimer here. It is very interactive, which is really bad, and I do not promote distracted driving, so please proceed with caution. But it's meant to be more like a social media platform. There's a community of Wazers, is what they call themselves, that report incidents like heavy or stopped traffic. They also report the police for you speed demons out there, and they also let you know where there's accidents, and it's all in real time and happening as you're in it. It's also going to tell you how long you'll actually be sitting in traffic, so you can plan accordingly. So if you're on your way to meet a client, you can let them know, hey, I'm going to be in traffic for the next 20 minutes, so I'm already running behind, or what have you. You can utilize it that way. So let's wrap it up. And it was very hard to pick and choose what tech to talk about in such a limited time, but we did it. Remember to take a close look at what you already have and see if you can utilize it or just learn more about it, just like all the Google apps. If you buy any tech, be real sure it's going to help you and not become an obstacle to the very things that you're trying to accomplish. And remember, if you're going to do video, make it high quality or don't do it at all. And the final thought here is, remember, you adopt technology more for your clients than for yourself. Get to know them and find out what they're used to in their work environment or maybe even their own personal environment. Become part of it. Utilize the tools that are out there that are already in front of you and really create an impression for them. And now it's time for our camper of the week, and we say congratulations to one of our biggest supporters. I know she's out there watching, Heather Holliday of REMAX Elite in Florida. This office has really been into camp, so thanks everyone. Shout out to Florida. We really appreciate it. So by the way, everyone, follow Heather on social media. She always has really fun REMAX posts, and she's very active in the REMAX network. And you'll always see her in Vegas at the convention. So thanks to Heather and REMAX Elite for participating and promoting. It's a really cute post on her bug bites was the challenge, and she's got all kinds of REMAX swag involved in the camp. So that brings us to next week's challenge. Post a really nice photo of the night sky or at dusk. I've seen some of you posting things like that on Facebook already. So post them on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram using the hashtag CampREMAX, and I can't wait to see them. So join us next week, Thursday, August 10th, for the topic of negotiating, and your host will be the amazing Nate Ryan from the Midwest here. Same place, same time, 11 a.m. Eastern. Thank you so much for attending week 5 of Camp REMAX. This recording will be posted on the Facebook page and on YouTube. Have a great day, everyone, and I appreciate your time.